USB PoE. And we also ship free to distributors to ship to customers after initial response on that 5-volt USB PoE, a 5-volt PoE adapter. So both of those options were available for first shipments, and I know there's still some of those in the channel, and those are kind of going through the channel. Going forward, all shipments on the 5 gigahertz AirGrid product are with the 24-volt PoE. Note, though, that it is a different 24-volt PoE than what ships with the Rocket and NanoBridge. So it's a different 24-volt PoE, but it will run on 24 volts. So going forward, all 5 gigahertz shipments to distributors will be with that 24-volt PoE. As well, the 2.4 gigahertz AirGrid was never shipped out with the USB PoE. We pulled that back after initial response on the USB PoE and redesigned, and going forward, all shipments for that model are with the 24-volt PoE as well. The NanoBridge M series incorporates shaped subreflector. This is a dual polarity feed, so 2x2 device. That's one of the key differences over the AirGrid. The AirGrid is a 1x1 device, so you're limited to the 1x1 speeds. The NanoBridge will give you that 2x2, 2x2 speeds. In the 5 gigahertz model, we've recently announced and have started to ship, I believe, in the next week, a 25 dBi NanoBridge, which in 5 gigahertz, which is a 400 millimeter dish versus the 300 millimeter dish for the 22 dBi model. And at 2.4 gigahertz, we will have the 18 dBi model available. One of the other products that we released about a month and a half ago and just started shipping, I'd say around 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I know there's some started to hit the channel. We're starting to see some feedback on this product. It's our PowerBridge M series. It's a 5 gigahertz device, revolutionary performance in a compact and weatherproof design, a very advanced antenna design, 25 dBi. This antenna, the antenna that goes into this unit, is comparable to many high-end antenna products that will typically sell for, we see them in the 300, 400, 500 plus range for just the antenna. So it's a very, very high-performance antenna, very rugged design, and provides optimum MIMO performance at long distances. I know we've had some great feedback on this product at some pretty good distances. Mike, what are some of the things you've seen on this product as far as distance and throughput?
In terms of distance, one guy just got a setup. He posted on the forum. He had 26 miles, and he was getting 72 megabits per second with the power bridges. In short distances, we have a guy running 7.2 miles, and he's getting 123 megabits. That's all TCP/IP speeds aggregate.
Cool. Great. Thanks. So again, it's a very, very rugged design. A lot of people have asked, as far as the cost differences, there's a lot that goes into that antenna design and the actual material that's used to build that antenna, and that's where a little bit higher cost comes from than your typical Ubiquiti devices. But rivaling some of the other products out there on the market, it's still 3x, 4x below what other products of this nature would run. Again, talking just solely the antenna. The antennas out there of this type are typically in that $300, $400, $500 range. AirWire, this is a product that I've just thrown in here outside of the kind of the AirMax products, but it's an indoor Ethernet cabling replacement solution. It's plug and play. I know Mike loves to use this product. He's streaming Blu-ray in his home, on his network. Again, it's plug and play, no configuration required. And initial feedback on this one has also been positive. Going into some of the software pieces that we've developed to go along with the AirMax products. One of them being Air Control, which was announced, I'd say, around 9-10 months ago. We've got a pretty good following on this software so far. And I think what you can see here is that there's constant development work being done on the Air Control software. Allows you to manage hundreds of Ubiquiti devices. You can have multiple deployments of this. It's a free download. Again, there's lots of things being built into it. Some of the key features, again, managing hundreds of Ubiquiti devices. I know, Mike, do you know what kind of the max you've seen as far as number of devices being managed per air control deployment?
We have one customer right now managing 3,000 devices with air control. So. 3,000,
okay. Yeah, I've heard of a few along those lines, but again, manages hundreds, if not thousands, of Ubiquiti devices. You know, you can access your network from anywhere, only needing a web browser. You can customize groups, including SSID and firmware version. I know this is something that you know, Mike's been asked for a lot through his time with the company, is mass firmware upgrade capability, and that's feasible through air control software. You can view runtime status and also device activity log. Another one of the features that has been recently put into air control is air control mapping. So you can go through and import maps and plot out your devices where you've got access points, station devices, and then also highlight over any one of those devices and see details on that particular device. If it's an access point, the you know, IP address and some of those key features of that particular device. So that's one of the things that's recently been added in, as well as some things that are coming. We're working on alerts where you're able to get text alerts or a phone call or whatever when certain things go down. That's on the roadmap and should be available fairly soon. So again, the key thing to take from this is that there are a lot of things being put into this, and there will continue to be a lot of things put into this, and we see it as a key asset going forward to managing the devices. A number of people have also, again, this is a condensed version of what we show at the AirMax shows, so we're just kind of briefly highlighting some of the products. A lot of people have asked why we've developed antennas, and one of the biggest reasons is we needed good dual polarity antennas to be able to work with our devices. And there were some good products out on the market, but typically a lot of the good dual polarity sectors and dishes would run in the $1,000 to $1,500 range. So we kind of felt that it required us to go out and develop our own products, and we feel like we've come up with top-tier antenna products. So some of the key features on our reflector antennas: there's a brick wall high-pass filter, so everything below 3.7 gigahertz is filtered out for the 5 gigahertz versions. Everything below 2.5 is filtered out for the 3.5 gigahertz version, which will be shipping also soon. We are also working, there's been questions about 2.4 gigahertz dish. Yes, that is on the roadmap, and look for something probably in the next 45 to 60 days on that product. 70% aperture efficiency, EN300 and EN302 specification compliant for backhaul applications. Probably doesn't mean much to a lot of us, but basically those are the most stringent requirements for carrier backhaul, and it meets those specifications. Integrated rocket mount, fine adjust mounting bracket. There's also been a lot of questions as far as optional radomes for this dish. Right now, for the 2-foot dish, so your 30 dBi dish at 5 gigahertz, there are a few radomes out on the market that will work with it. The Pacific Wireless radome and the Hyperlink radome will work with that dish. We design it that way. We are working on releasing our own radomes for both the 2-foot and 3-foot dish, and those are coming probably, again, 45 to 60 days out on